My name is Ben Browton and we're here at Martel Colour Print in the High Street in Hastings Old Town, where I currently have an exhibition of my toxic digital prints from my toxic project, and they're prints that I produced in collaboration with Paul, who runs Martel Colour Print. The toxic project started in 2008 after I'd had a particularly difficult time in life. And the genesis was finding orange overalls in a charity shop in St Leonard's. Hastings and St Leonard's is well known for its charity shops. And when I found the orange overalls, it was a sort of time when I was about to break free from a bad situation, and they just seemed there at the right time for me to put on and go out and do orange things. So the first piece is called Poison to the People, and it's what I call a plaque. It's a piece that stands off the wall. It's a digital print with my slogan for the project, which is Poison to the People. Then there's a piece called Toxic Clock, which I've made 2 or 3 versions of that, and it's just, there's a piece by Voisey called Tempus Fugit. It's an arts and crafts piece which counts out the time. With the toxic clock, it counts out the words toxic times, and there are chakras on the heads of 2 of the skulls at 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. There's a piece then called Catalyst, number 6, which is actually one of the original inspirations for the project as well. It's a piece cut out of a cardboard box that I think probably had caustic soda in it when I was working in a soap factory. And around the outside of that work are the words catalyst, which is what caustic soda is in the making of the soap process. It's a catalyst, and I love the idea of the catalyst as a thing that generates ideas or new work or whatever. I've put a shelf in this exhibition on which I've been putting things that I call occasional objects, and they're small objects from the body of work that I just change every so often. And I was just playing with the notion that an object is occasional because if no one's looking at it, it kind of doesn't exist, and I like that notion. So putting them on the shelf is almost like putting them on a plinth and saying, here, look at me, make me exist. Above the desk here in Martel Colour Print, there's a big slogan which is preaching to the inverted, which is printed upside down and back to front, and it's just a play on the religious preaching to the converted. And I guess I consider myself somewhat inverted because I sort of have strange ways of thinking which don't quite always fit in with the accepted way. And I have a slightly religious upbringing, so I'm just sort of chucking a lot of that sort of stuff at it. And the only thing I did kind of touch on during the genesis of the project, I was reading Deepak Chopra, who talks a lot about synchronicity. He talks an awful lot about synchronicity and toxic emotions as well. And synchronicity was one of those things that I think has guided this project to a great extent, the finding of the overalls, and then what that's led me on to, and how when your eyes are open to a certain thing, it'll keep recurring. If you will it, it'll keep recurring. If you don't will it, it may well keep recurring, and you have to keep your eyes open to those things. So a lot of the time the symbols and stuff that I use and reuse are kind of ways of re-establishing those things that have proved meaningful in the development of the project.